Let's talk about the basic notes on the violin. These are the basic notes. You can see on top of each measure the name of the strings. In the first measure, you'll find the notes that can be played in the G string. In the second measure, the notes that can be played on the D string. In the third measure, the notes that can be played on the A string. And in the last measure, the notes that can be played on the E string. Below the notes, you can find numbers. These represent finger numbers. The 0 represents open string. As you can see in the first measure, the G is 0, which means it's open G. The first finger is going to be an A, and you're going to place your finger on the first tape. The second finger is represented by number 2 and is a B. And the third finger is represented by the number 3 and is played a C on the G string. Same thing happens on the D string. The open D is a 0. The next note is a first finger, E. The next note is an F sharp 2. And the next note is a G, finger 3. Moving on to the A string, you have the open A. You have the first finger, note B. You have the second finger, note C sharp. And you have the third finger, note D. And in the last measure, you can see the E string, open E is a 0. 1 is going to be an F sharp. 2 is going to be a G sharp. And 3 is going to be a A. Let's talk a bit about finger numbers when playing a stringed instrument. This is your left hand. Here's your finger 1. Here is your finger 2, finger 3, and finger 4. Note that the thumb does not have a number on it. That's because we do not use the thumb to create a note on the instrument. We just use the thumb to help us with our posture and how we hold our instruments. Here are the notes on the G string. So the first note on the G string is the open G, and it's going to be a 0. So you can find that the G is right here. The first finger is going to be the note A, as you can see on here. And the B is going to be a second finger. And you see a H here, which is a high 2. So for now, we're just going to talk about high 2. And it's a B. And then you have finger 3, which is the C. So if you look closely, this is what your G string is, and the finger 1, 2, and 3. Let's not talk about the fourth finger at this moment. Let's just skip this. This is the D string. You have open D. First finger, it's a note E. Second finger is an F sharp. And third finger is a G. Again, we are just skipping the fourth finger for now. A string. Once again, you have the open string is a A. B is a first finger. Second finger is a C sharp. And third finger is a D. And the E string, same thing. You have open E is a 0. F sharp is going to be first finger, the first tape. G sharp is going to be the high 2, second tape. And third finger is going to be an A. So now you learn how to read the basic notes on the violin from a sheet music. Try to read this line by plucking the correct strings and placing your fingers on the right tape.